get started, I just have a few things that I need to say, some announcements we need to make. First of all, these young ladies behind me are doing something that most of you would not have the courage to come up and do, and that's speak in front of their entire peers and the student body. So please be respectful of them and listen to what they have to say. Here are the homecoming rules that we will go over. Voting will take place tomorrow in first period. That's Wednesday morning. You must be present in first period to vote. You must log on to Schoology to access the ballot, so all voting will be done on the computer this year. You may only vote for one candidate. Any ballot whose grade and student ID does not match up will be disqualified. The girls are listed on the ballot in order of their speeches, as well as the posters that are hanging in the cafeteria. Voting will be weighted as following. Freshmen will have 1 vote, sophomores will count as 2, juniors 3, and seniors 4. The winner will be announced at halftime on the Friday night game. You guys are expected to be on your best behavior today at this assembly. Again, please give these young ladies the respect that they deserve. If there's any issues, we will escort you out. I'm going to turn this over now to our MC, Cassie Short. She's going to read the question and explain the rules of what's going to be said today. Once all the girls are finished, try to hold your applause to the very end. And do not leave until I come back and dismiss everybody. Thank you. At this time, Cassie Short.
Good morning. Each of the homecoming candidates will be giving a response to the following speech topic. We cannot live for ourselves. 1,000 fibers connect us with our fellow man. This is a quote by Herman Melville. Why do you feel it's important to take an active role in your school, neighborhood, or community? What skills can you learn by being a part of extracurricular clubs, sports, or community organizations? Our first speaker is Emily Mascara.
Have you ever seen someone fully conduct and perform an entire musical by themselves? For a musical, you need a full orchestra, stage crew, costume designers, actors, and several others to put on a production. Without all these performers, it would be nearly impossible to create a show-stopping performance. If you can't even put on a musical by yourself, how do you manage to take an active role in our community without a helping hand or support along the way? Being a part of extracurricular activities can teach you helpful skills while participating in school functions. For example, teamwork, public speaking, leadership, and responsibility. Baseball, softball, and football all help enhance communication skills through their seasons with their coaches and teammates. While other sports, for example, track and swimming help strengthen one's ability to persevere. The programs that are offered at this district have allowed me to learn all these important skills that have helped me become an active student. For example, drama classes helped my public speaking skills enhance progressively. Before drama, I was shy and felt uncomfortable presenting projects or meeting new people. But after taking the class since freshman year, it has helped me improve on important skills I can use in the future. Also, being a violinist in orchestra taught me leadership as well as teamwork that have progressed through the years. In orchestra, teamwork is important because if the orchestra is not together in rhythm, the whole piece will fall apart. Teamwork is not only effective in extracurricular activities, it can also be helpful to support our community. In our community, being in a group can help the organization grow more efficiently and provide diverse thoughts and opinions of individuals. In particular, people with a holistic approach tend to use their creative mind more than people with a linear approach who think more logically. Having a group of individuals assist in a community-based event with different mindsets is valuable due to different viewpoints being recognized throughout the project. Volunteering in the community, your neighborhood, or school creates a major impact no matter the size of the adjustment. Simple acts of kindness to others can go a great distance actively for our community. Making your community environment improve is something that not only benefits others, but also yourself and visitors who consider living in West Mifflin. Taking an active role in our school and community is fundamental to students, parents, and yourself. Taking initiative in the community can be worrisome, but once you state your plan and purpose, people will start to listen and stand by you. For example, the gender-neutral bathroom created a momentous role in many people's lives. The gender-neutral bathrooms create a safe environment in our school for any person who does not want to be labeled with the title of male or female. Without the active role people took to have for the gender-neutral bathrooms, others may feel confused or uncomfortable with restroom use. Schools in our community should feel safe and welcoming to everyone, and the restrooms have helped many people feel more accepted in their everyday environment. Whether behind the curtain, in the pit, sitting in the stands of a West Mifflin's Titans game, or on the field. We're all part of our community and making an impact with every active role being taken.
Thank you, Emily. Our next speaker will be Allie Calvert.
Right now is a time to survive, a time to reflect and become intimate and personal with one another, not just in our community, but around the world. By changing the way we interact with concepts of community, how we define it, how we nurture it, how we grow it, and how we change our role to continue to broaden the impact on our environment. Although in a community we are all diverse, our social ties force us to create a bond that helps us take a leap into the unknown. On a personal level, I have been given a number of countless amazing opportunities that impact our community. Because of this, I've been allowed to take a look at what binds me closer to others. Out of the handful of clubs I've been a part of, the Stand Together team sticks out. Maybe it's because it makes me feel uncomfortable and emotional, or maybe it's because it makes me feel alive. The team is dedicated to helping educate my peers on mental illnesses and substance use disorders. The stories that are told can break your heart, but mend them back together in a second after seeing everyone's interest and mellow hearts. And I would be lying if I said it wasn't scary. It's scary having taboo conversations. However, the fear tends to disappear when you know you're creating an optimistic outlook for not only others, but most importantly yourself, an outlook for hope. And because of the Stand Together team, I have learned not only to take a step out of the box, but a leap into something deeper and better, a leap into creating happiness for others, and a leap into developing and inspiring our growing community. So my advice to you is to take a leap into the unknown. You never realize that trying something new can impact your community.
Thank you, Allie. Our next speaker this morning will be Jenna Collins.
Community can be described in many ways. Our students will say diverse, some students will say disconnected, but there isn't just one definition. Like life, our community has its ups and its downs. When we are surrounded by people that care for us, that is when our community is at its strongest. We need to bring our community back together. When a teammate is down, don't you help them? When a friend gets a bad grade on the test, don't you say it's going to be all okay? Certain moments in our high school career can make us feel like we're all together. When it's a Friday night, the sun is slowly going down, making a beautiful sunset, and the lights are going on. The football team is taking yards, the crowd is cheering, and the band is playing stand songs. That is when our community is having fun together and spending time with their people. If you don't know the feelings of a Friday night game, come join us next Friday. Don't be afraid to go out and make memories. All through high school, I got involved in a lot of sports. That's why I thought I needed to feel connected to my community. But there are so many opportunities that I've missed because I didn't know what I can get involved in. There's so many clubs that I wish I joined earlier, like Future Teacher and Drama. But even as seniors, we still have time to get involved. Underclassmen, join the clubs. Get involved, it will help you out. Outside activities can really shape you as a person and can build friendships. When I was a freshman, I used all my activities to get closer with upperclassmen. These friendships are one of the best things ever. They help you with your classes and give you advice on things you never thought of. There are some people I have been friends with for over 10 years because I got involved when I was younger. These kind of friendships will last a lifetime. If I was able to join younger, you are able to join now. Don't let fear get in the way of joining activities. With the pandemic, our community has suffered. We are afraid to talk to someone. These masks have become our safety blankets. We have lost friendships because of the distance. So many people have dealt with mental issues throughout this, and they need a helping hand. When I was down, the people around me helped. I met these people through our clubs. I would love to be someone's helping hand, especially when they need it the most. Because at the end of the day, you don't know what someone is going through, so reach out, help. Whenever we help each other, our community will get stronger. We need to act as one. We need to pull through this and be all together. We are the West Mifflin community. Our actions, our activities, and our clubs are how we show we are united. Go out there and make memories. Fail once or even twice. It's fine. Join activities, make friends. Learn to be okay with going outside of your comfort zone. Thank you.
Thank you, Jenna. Our next speaker this morning will be Delano Blue.
I cannot lie to you and say that I didn't hate high school at one point, or that I thoroughly enjoyed every single one of my classes. What I can truthfully tell you is that I made some amazing relationships with the people around me. No matter who I talked to, I learned something from each person. Most think you have to stay friends with someone forever, that the relationships you form can't break off at one point or another. I'm a big believer in growing apart, whether that's because no matter what happens, I know I have new knowledge from that person, or because I have the opportunity to gain some from another. To me, that's what community is. Always having the opportunity to be around different people, to learn and grow from their experiences. Community allows us to find our people, where we fit in best. Herman Melville once said, "We cannot live for ourselves. 1,000 fibers connect us with our fellow man." We as individuals are incomplete without the company of other humans. No matter how introverted we are or how isolated we wish to be, I would know from experience. We cannot prioritize hyper-independence. Accepting that sometimes we have to look to others for support is the best thing that we can do for ourselves. There's way too much we have to become aware of within ourselves that exists in the people surrounding, and it'd be ignorant not to admit so. Although I've had my fair share of joining groups and activities, I regret not being involved as much as I really could. I've played volleyball for 6 years. I was in show choir, both drama class and club, as well as environmental club. With these alone, I cannot find the words to express the gratitude I have for the people I've encountered. And yet, after saying that to you, I still find myself wishing I tried more. Like chess club. I mean, it keeps me up at night thinking about how I can't say that I know how to play chess. I spent so much of my time being comfortable with what I did, instead of branching out into more of the communities placed in front of me. For some of us, we are coming up on the last months of our high school years. With all the things looming over our heads, specifically the dreaded college applications, I can't help but find myself thinking about all the things I didn't get to try and all the people I didn't get to know. With the opportunity I have to stand up here and talk to all of you, I want to say try everything that sparks interest. Talk to any person you see in the hallway, because there's so much knowledge to retain from everyone, even if said knowledge is lessons on what you should or should not do. There's only so much we can learn from a book. At some point, we must have experience, because that is the best way to grow into who you're truly meant to be. Being engaged is the only way to find these experiences. I urge you to reach out and find your community.
Thank you, Delana. Our next speaker will be Lauren Eckman.
We as children have been brought up to believe that in society we stand alone. We believe that we must compete and we believe that we must swim. We believe that in order to get somewhere in life, we must be the best. This is simply not the case in today's society. We all heard the saying, there is no I in team, and a life focused around I is simply not a life worth living. When you create a self-centered life, you are not adding value or helping yourself, but you're simply tearing yourself apart. The best way to live life in today's society is by connecting yourself with others and helping one another to grow into something more than you are now, to improve yourselves and to improve the world as a whole. I feel that it is important for you to take an active role in your community now. Being a part of a community will help you to paint yourself into the bigger picture. It gives you the opportunity to grow with other people, to form a close and secure bond. It also gives you a sense of belonging and allows you to grow yourself as a person. A community is a thread of people brought together to support each other in the fight to overcome any threat. And by being a part of a community, you are enhancing yourself in a way that you cannot see or can feel. You are painting yourself into the bigger picture.
Enhancing your life is the true path to inner happiness and fulfillment. Serve inside your community and attach yourself to your fellow beings and neighbors. By doing so, you will learn soft skills such as communication skills, leadership skills, time management, and most importantly, the ability to work with other people who are different from you. So now is the time to be active in your community. Now is the time to join school sports and participate in extracurricular activities and join community organizations. Remember that you are the only one capable of controlling your future. This is your time and this is your life. You are the only one capable of painting yourself into that larger picture. And now is the time for you to be one of those fibers that connect you to your fellow man.
Thank you, Lauren. Our next speaker this morning will be Kearny Whalen.
I was asked to reflect on a quote that read, "We cannot live for ourselves, 1,000 fibers connect us with our fellow men." This quote was spoken around the year 1855. However, these words certainly cannot ring true today considering what the world has been experiencing for almost 2 years now. Now more than ever, teens need to find a sense of belonging and purpose in this world. We know that helping and connecting with others can create a better community in which to live, learn, and grow. Finding an interest such as a club, sport, extracurricular organization, or community activity can jumpstart the process. Getting involved in your community comes with many personal rewards and feelings of achievement. Volunteering and taking an active role can boost self-confidence and self-esteem and promote positive mental health. Getting involved also enables and encourages teens to work with a diverse group of people. Therefore, this allows for the development of empathy and compassion for others. These are all values that will stay with us for a lifetime. In my experience, volunteering and being involved in sports organizations have taught me valuable skills that may not have been learned in the classroom. Volunteering as a gymnastics coach for young children allowed me to build skills in speaking, listening, patience, and organization. As a soccer captain and track team member, I gained valuable experience in the areas of leadership, time management, commitment, handling pressure, and accepting loss. As a member of TLC, I learned the importance of school pride and belonging and making a school a positive place for everyone. These connections and relationships formed during all these experiences help make who I am now and will be in the future. When reflecting on these skills gained, all will be beneficial for any job or career that I may pursue in the future. I can feel confident that all my experiences in clubs, volunteering, and sports, along with my school education, will make me an asset in the workforce and all of my future pursuits. As the quote stated, we are connected by 1,000 fibers. We truly need each other to be happy. We need to focus on the amazing things we can accomplish by together helping and caring for others. Thank you.
Thank you, Kearny. Our final speaker this morning will be Riley Miller.
Community plays a significant role in learning, facing our own biases and strengths, and continually testing our assumptions and views. By being a part of the community, we can better ourselves individually to become stronger. Showing kindness and caring for others creates a healthy community, which in return gives us a sense of trust and belonging. Community can be defined as a group of people living in the same place or in a particular area. This definition is the literal and the simple term for community. In a stronger sense, community can be defined as a feeling of fellowship with others as a result of sharing common interests and goals. This is the definition that calls attention to its deeper meaning. The connections within community can ease stress and feelings of loneliness. Being a part of a strong community means being a part of a group of people that want to help each other. Herman Melville wrote, "We cannot live only for ourselves. 1,000 fibers connect us with our fellow man." His quote illustrates that being a part of community makes us feel as though we are part of something greater than ourselves. The littlest things can create the biggest impacts in society. Our relationships give meaning and richness to our work and to our lives. We all need a community of people to show the joys and the struggles of organizing and making change. We can all do things like volunteer, respect others, be polite, and find a chance to help to have roles in our community. Just saying thank you can be effective for making a better environment. Community not only teaches us how to work together, but it teaches us how to find comfort in difficult times. It is where we find balance between physical and mental well-being. Community is about growing and changing with others and being able to see from other points of view. Adapting to our community in these ways now is how we can better ourselves and our society in the future.
Thank you, Riley. I would now like to invite all of you to join me in applauding the 2022 Homecoming Court. Oh, I will now be handing the microphone over to Mr. Ross. Oh, there he is.
Okay, that's great. You guys did good job. Can we please have another round of applause for all the ladies? Remember, you have to be in school tomorrow. First period to vote, and all voting will be done on school, Chief.